made it known in its annual report this year that its vision is to go back to Bougainville as an explorer and as a miner. The major issues are really relationship with the landowners. We have said, and I've said many times, that we won't be going back unless we are invited to go back by the landowners.
Land is a mother, land is a lifeline, land is a future.
After almost 20 years, BCL is keen to return back to Bougainville and reopen Panguna mine. The mine was closed down by late Francis Ono when a compensation claim of 10 billion kina was rejected. 90% of Bougainvilleans are against BCL coming back to the highland to reopen the mine.
To value the nature, and the people's right. When greed for money, remember this song.
Nasio was a businessman before the crisis. I met him in Arawa and asked him about BCL coming back to reopen the mine. I am one of those who ran a contract with BCL. Unfortunately, I saw that only some of us benefit. I support the idea of kicking out BCL because BCL was not fair with the rest of Bougainvilleans. If BCL and government wants to reopen Panguna mine, our office should be set up here in Arawa to get people's view. Benefit should go to every single Bougainvillean from south to the northern tip, earning 1,000 kina per month. In the meantime, I say no to mining.
Land is a future. No mining.
Lynette Ona is one of the outspoken women on Bougainville. She is fighting very hard for BCL and state to pay the compensation claim.
I don't think it's time to reopen Panguna mine when things are not settled. BCL and the state government must first pay the lives of those killed, plus the properties destroyed during the heat of the crisis before any talks of reopening the mine starts. The government forces came to kill us because they were protecting BCL. So BCL and the state government are responsible. Without paying the compensation claim, reopening of Panguna mine is not the answer. And I think not only Panguna landowners should talk about Panguna mine, it affects all of Bougainville. So I think every Bougainvillean from Buin to Buka should have a say.
Land is a lifeline. Land is a future. No mining.
For the grassroots, the greatest fear is no employment if BCL return.
Land is a lifeline.
We plan on life.
As a grassroots of Mekamui, I don't like BCL to return back to reopen the mine. In the past, BCL was not too genuine with us, the grassroots. Majority of employers were outsiders. If it reopens, the situation will be the same again.
This old man enjoys the beauty of the highland and the freedom in his Nasio community, where once when BCL was there, their lives were at risk from outsiders and the mine's pollution. I am from Nasio. I am not happy to hear BCL is coming back. BCL destroy our land and taking the minerals from the ground. In the law of nature where God set aside, we survive from food that we get from plant life. Plant get food from minerals in the ground. BCL returns means they will destroy more of our land and our children will suffer. If government wants to develop Bougainville, focus on agriculture. Cornelius Bessia is an assistant protocol officer with the autonomous Bougainville government in the parliamentary service.
Come from BCL
We as the former BRA fighters, Bisel is not welcome. Bisel causes big damage to our land, and we are not in favor to reopen Panguna mine with Bisel. We don't have other places to move. Bougainville is our only home. That is why we fought to defend our land and stop the mine.
We are hearing the reopening of the Panguna mine by the CRA and the Bougainville Copper Company. And we, and I, and my people, we totally oppose the resumption of the opening of the Panguna mine, because CRA, BCL, they have a lot to answer to the injustice that they have done to the people of the downstream Jamba River, Lagos area, and the resource owners at Panguna. So, in order for them to come back to Bougainville, they must redress the vast injustice. What I mean by the redress is that they must have to pay for whatever damage they have caused to our environment already. And that is the 10 billion kina original demand that BCL has to pay. Because the damage that they have done to our environment is a continuous one. It is still affecting the people of the mining lease area today.
For young men like Timo Mareke, the news of BCL returning back to reopen the mine is bad news. I am from Rorovana and owns a land at Lolo, where BCL built power house, filter dryer and the wharf. Me and my family, we don't like BCL to return back to reopen Panguna mine. When BCL was here, the royalty that I used to get was 3 kina per year. You can't get anything like set trousers with that amount. Therefore, I ask Panguna landowners to make a wise decision before we all suffer again. Although BCL have started talking with other Bougainville leaders and some Panguna landowners, Panguna mine is still under the control of late Francisco's Mekamui government and the no-go zone. At the roadblock, I asked Mekamui Army General Chris Uma why they still maintain the roadblock when there is peace on the highland.
Disra, Emino roadblock. Dispara, checkpoint.
This is not a roadblock, it's a checkpoint. We check certain people only, those crooks who stole our minerals and dug the biggest hole in the highland. This checkpoint makes it hard for BCL to come. If there is no checkpoint, BCL will go in easily and convince Panguna landowners to reopen the mine. At the same time, it reminds us of 20,000 people killed because of Panguna mine. When asked when will the checkpoint removed, General Uma replied,
One and something people are walking by Dongen, and independent, it must come past.
Bougainville independence must come past before this checkpoint is removed. Without independence, this checkpoint will remain until God dismantle this planet Earth. Checkpoint, weapons and mining are not the issue. Independence is the issue. Panguna mine was once the biggest copper producer in the world, accounting for almost half of Papua New Guinea's export earnings. Now it remains idle. Right inside the mine pit, General Chris Uma tells me what is Mekamui government stand regarding the issue of Panguna mine.
Stand from me, what's in Francis
Late Francisona closed this mine. It will remain closed. No one will reopen it. Mining is negotiable. However, after Bougainville gains self-rule, without independence, foreigners will benefit on my land as in the past. When God created Bougainville, He gave it to Bougainvillians. I don't know how Papua New Guinea and BCL got it, and they're keen on coming back to reopen this mine. There was no any development done by BCL during its time of operation, only destruction.
Land needs a mother. Land needs a a future. No, no mining.
Along the coastal areas of Bougainville, Bougainvilleans earn money from copra and cocoa. Up in the mountains where copra and cocoa can't grow, people dig and wash gold to earn money. I thought I will not see anyone right at the bottom of the mine pit. Surprise, surprise, men and women digging and washing gold. I asked them what they think about Bisio returning back to reopen the mine.
Put patrol and now ini sabe washing coal below Yumi inside the mining from Panguna area inside the feet.
We are washing gold inside Panguna mine pit. We the landowners are getting direct benefit from our land. We don't want big mining company like Bisio to come. Bisio destroy our land. Now we prepare to work and earn money like this. After Bisio is out, we have seen freedom of movement. One can feel free to come here to dig and wash gold. In Bougainville, you can go between the people and the land. When you do, you see the smoke rise. Women of Bougainville are the mothers of the land.
We want to earn some money for a living. That's why we come here, dig and wash gold. When Bisel was here, we never come here. Therefore, we don't want Bisel to come back. Bisel destroyed our land, and now you can see it all. It has become just gravel. We don't want any more destruction to our land.
With big mining company operation, Panguna mine has about 15 years of life left in it. For local people to mine it using manpower, it will take them many years with no destruction to their land. On my way back to Rawa, I came across a small-scale mining area. We are on top of the mine pit on the road to Rawa. This is the small-scale mining which people dug using manpower. Those bags are gravels mixed with gold. As gold and copper prices are on the rise, governments and Bisel have their eyes on profits and royalties, and they don't care about the nature and the children of the land. Bisel, Papua New Guinea government, few Bougainville leaders and businessmen, 510 members of Panguna Landowners Association wants the mine reopened. However, Panguna mine still remains a very sensitive issue, as late practitioner used to tell me.
On the issue about the multi-million company, the Bisel to reopen the mine, I wouldn't be commenting on this because it's a very sensitive issue, and people has their rights to decide the fate of this mining company or what would happen to this mining.
Land is a mother.
Because for majority of indigenous Bougainvilleans, reopening of Panguna mine is a pain in the heart when the compensation for loss of lives and properties is not settled. It may lead to another bloodshed on the island if it is handled carelessly.
We see no money, only distraction to our motherland, to value the nature, and the people's right. When greed for money, remember this song. Land is a mother, land is a lifeline, land is a future. No, no mining. Land is a mother, land is a lifeline, land is a future. No, no